Welcome all. Myself Dr. Dinesh Navle. So in this video we are going to be discuss about the IUPAC nomenclature of the nitro compounds and the nitrile compound. So before going for the rules for the IUPAC nomenclature of the nitro and nitrile compound, let's see what is the IUPAC means. So IUPAC means it is the International Union of the Pure and Applied Chemistry. So it is the international scientific organization which has set up some of the rules for giving the nomenclature to the compounds. It can be the organic or the inorganic compound as well. So we are going to be discuss now some of the basic things which are going to be very important while giving the IUPAC nomenclature to any of the organic compound. So there are the four things which we should be aware while giving the IUPAC nomenclature. One is the suffix, second one is the parent hydrocarbon, third one is the locant, and fourth one is the prefix. So that means whenever we are going to be start the IUPAC nomenclature, a suffix should be well known. That means what is the principal functional group are present inside a molecule. On the basis of it, a suffix will be given for the particular nomenclature. Then parent hydrocarbon, we should be able to get a longest continuous carbon chain from the possible structure. Then the locant, that means location of the principal functional group should be well known. And the last one is the prefix. Prefix means the substituent, that means at what position the particular substituents are present in that particular longest possible carbon chain or the molecule. So these four things like the prefix, locant, parent hydrocarbon and the suffix are the important thing which are going to be used for giving the IUPAC nomenclature for any of the organic compound. So whenever we are going to give the IUPAC nomenclature, so suppose in the case for the today discussion we are going to be see the principal functional group can be the nitro or the nitrile. So when we are going to be start the IUPAC nomenclature for any of the compound, for the organic compound, we have to see some of the basic rule which are going to be used for the nomenclature. So what is the first thing? Choose the longest continuous chain of the carbon atom which give the basic name or the stem. That means we should be aware what is the longest continuous carbon chain present inside the molecule, which is the basic of nomenclature. The second one, we have to give a lowest possible number to the substituent. That means a substituent should be given the lowest possible number, and then a first group attached to the main chain will be given. So that is a very important thing. The next thing is what? For each substituent on the chain, we indicate the position into the chain which can be indicated by the Arabic number. That means a position of the substituent in a chain will be indicated by the Arabic number, that is 1, 2, 3, etc. followed by its name of the substituent. Now the position of the substituent on the chain is indicated by the lowest number possible. That means a number should be given to the substituent in such a way that it should be the lowest possible number. Then whenever there are more than two substituents are present but which are the same kind of the substituent, in that case we have to utilize the prefixes while giving the number to the substituent. So prefixes will be like, for 2 same kind of the substituents it is di, for 3 it is a tri, for 4 it is a tetra, and for the 5 it is a penta, like on substituent used for giving the prefixes. Then the combined substituent numbers and the name serve as a prefix. That means we have to combine the substituent number as well as the name of the prefix, and which will be the basic for the IUPAC nomenclature. Then next rule is what? Two numbers should be separated from each other by commas, whereas a number from the word can be separated by the hyphen. So this is a very important rule to be remembered. List the substituent alphabetically by the name. So that means if there are two or more than two substituents, and if they are the different kind of the substituent, they should be named by the alphabetical order. And the last rule is what? Words should be run together. That means there should not be any space while we are going to give the nomenclature or writing the nomenclature. So they should be run together. Now for the nitro compounds, we are going to be see firstly the IUPAC nomenclature. So what are the rules for the IUPAC nomenclature of the nitro compound? So first one is what? IUPAC nomenclature while writing, the general formula for the nitro group is the RNO2. So nitro compound can be written as the RNO2. So R will be the alkyl or the aryl, but we are going to be discuss the IUPAC nomenclature for only the alkyl substituent. Now the functional group will be the NO2 group, and suffix will be the nitroalkane. That means we have to put nitro word before the parent or the corresponding alkane chain. So suffix is going to become as the nitroalkane. This is very important. So during the IUPAC system, put nitro word before the name of the corresponding parent alkane. So check which is the parent alkane chain and then put up the nitro word before the word. So it is going to become as the suffix like nitroalkane. So this is the R group will be the alkane. So we have to write down this name as it is as the alkane, and functional group is the nitro. So we have to utilize the nitro word before that. So it is going to become as the nitroalkane. So when we are going to be start the nomenclature, so okay, there is only one carbon atom chain is there. So it will be the methane. So we are going to be write down methane as it is, and we have to put the nitro word before the name of the alkane. So it is a nitromethane because one carbon atom is there. Now for this compound, we have to choose the longest possible carbon chain as well as the lowest possible number to the substituent. So that's why if you are going to be start from left hand side, a lowest possible number will become as the 4 for the nitro. But if you are going to be start from right hand side, a lowest possible number to the nitro functional group will become as the 3. So giving the numbering from the right hand side, that is from this carbon atom, is the only correct way. So numbering will be start like this. So it is a the numbering will be start from the either from the left hand side or right hand side. But if we are going to be give the numbering from this side, so it will be having the alkane is the main thing. So we have to give the numbering for the substituent from this side also. It will be kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is going to be kind of the 4 position will be for the nitro group, and methyl will be the 2. So IUPAC nomenclature will be the 2 methyl 4 nitrohexane. So for this compound we have to see numbering in such a way that lowest possible number to the substituent should be given. So it will be the carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is the hexane as the alkane, and nitro group is going to be present at carbon number 3. So it is the 3 nitrohexane as the IUPAC nomenclature. So for this also it is the carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4. So alkane will be the butane, and we have to put the nitro. So it is a nitrobutane or 1 nitrobutane. So 1 can be written or it can be excluded while writing the nomenclature for such type of the compound. So it is a 1 nitrobutane. So we have another examples in which we have to see numbering. So whenever we are going to be start the numbering, so it will be start from this carbon atom. So it will be carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We cannot go to the methyl. We have to go for the ethyl because it is a CH to CH3. So total carbon will come in the chain will be the 6. So it is a carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is a hexane will be there. What is the position of nitro group? It is a carbon number 2. So it is a 2 nitrohexane. And there are the substituents like methyl is there, another methyl is there. So 2 methyl, which is the same kind of the substituent. So we are going to mention it as a dimethyl. And the position of methyl substituent is carbon number 3 as well as carbon number 4. So it is going to become as a 3, 4 dimethyl 2 nitrohexane. And 2 numbers should be separated by comma. Numbers and words should be separated by the hyphen. So for this compound, we have to see that lowest possible number to be given to the substituent. So it will require the carbon number 1 from right hand side, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 carbon atom is there, so it is a hexane. And the position of nitro group is carbon number 4 from this right hand side, so it is a 4 nitrohexane. And methyl is the substituent, so it is going to become as the 3-methyl. So it is a 3-methyl 4-nitrohexane. So for giving the IUPAC nomenclature for the cyclic nitro compound, in which we have to put nitro word and then the corresponding the cycloalkane. So it is a 6-member ring is there, so it is a cyclohexane and nitro word should be written. So it is a nitrocyclohexane. So for substituted cyclic nitro substituted compound, we have to start the numbering in such a way that this number will become as the, because alkyl substituent will be given the priority, so we have to give the numbering to the ethyl as the 1. So this carbon atom is 1. Next substituent should be given, number should be given to the alkyl substituent as well. So it is carbon number 1, then 2, then 3, 4 and 5. So that means nitro group will become at carbon number 5, and we are going to give the nomenclature by the clockwise direction from the ethyl. So it is a 3 position will be for the methyl and 5 position will be for the nitro, and the 1 position will be for the ethyl. So we are going to be mention it as what? It is a 6-member alkane, so it is a cyclohexane will be as it is. There is a 5 position for nitro, 3 position for methyl, 1 position for ethyl. But while giving the nomenclature for ethyl, methyl and nitro, we have to give the alphabetical order, and by alphabetical order ethyl come first, then methyl, then nitro. So it will become as 1 ethyl, 3 methyl, 5 nitrocyclohexane. So for methyl, ethyl and nitro group, we have to use the alphabetical order rule for giving the IUPAC nomenclature. Now for this compound, it is a 5 carbon chain is there, which is in the ring form. So it is a cyclopentane, as it is we have to write down, and we have to put the nitro word. So it is a nitrocyclopentane. So whenever we are going to give the nomenclature for nitro compound, we have to put nitro word before the name of the corresponding alkane. Now we are going to be discuss the IUPAC nomenclature for the nitrile, which is the cyano compounds. So nitrile compounds can be having the same basic rule which we have discussed at the starting of this video, can be applied as it is for the IUPAC nomenclature for the nitrile compound, but some rules which you have to remember for the specifically for the nitrile compound. Before that, so nitrile compounds having the general formula RCN, where R can be the alkyl or aryl, but for our discussion we are going to be considered it as the alkyl substituent. So it is RCN is the general formula. Functional group will be the nitrile, that is the CN, and suffix should be utilized the alkane nitrile. That means we have to write down the name of the corresponding alkane, and then we have to give the word as the nitrile. So alkane will be written as a word, and then nitrile we have to write down. So it is going to become as what? In IUPAC system, put the nitrile word after the name of the corresponding parent alkane. So this is very important statement. We have to put the word nitrile after giving the name of the corresponding parent alkane while giving the nomenclature for the nitrile compound. So it is going to be what? When nitrile is the first priority functional group, give the numbering to the nitrile carbon. That means if nitrile is the first priority functional group, we have to consider the numbering in such a way that a carbon of the nitrile will be given as the number 1 while considering the longest possible carbon chain, and nitrile have a cyanide group, so it is also called as the cyanide group. The name is based on the longest carbon chain that includes the carbon atom into the nitrile group. So nomenclature will be depends upon the longest possible carbon chain which are present into the nitrile group. Then it is the RCN, that means R will be the alkane group, so we have to write down the corresponding alkane as it is, and for CN we have to put up the nitrile word, so it is going to become as the alkane nitrile. So suffix for the nitrile compound will be the alkane nitrile. So we are going to be see first one. Now in this example, many students make the mistake, they give the numbering to this methyl as only 1 carbon, but in this example, a nitrile or the cyanide is the first principal functional group. So it is a priority 1 functional group. So carbon atom of the nitrile will be given as number 1. So it is carbon number as a 1. Then 2 will be the next as the methyl group. So there are total 2 carbon atom chain will be considered. So it is going to become as the parent hydrocarbon as the ethane. So we are going to be write down the ethane word as it is, followed by the nitrile. So as I already mentioned, many students make it as the methane nitrile, which is the wrong, because this carbon atom should also consider while giving the numbering. So nitrile of the carbon of the nitrile. So for next compound, we have to give the numbering in such a way that carbon of the nitrile will be given the carbon number 1. So it is carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon atom chain. So it is a pentane will be the corresponding alkane, and then we have to put up the nitrile word. So for next example, we have to give the numbering to this nitrile carbon as 1, then next 2, next 3, then 4. So total 4 carbon atoms are there into the longest possible chain. So corresponding alkane will be the butane, and we have to put up the nitrile word. So it is going to become as the butane nitrile. So will be the IUPAC nomenclature of this compound. Now for this compound again, carbon number 1 from the nitrile, carbon number 2, carbon number 3, 3 carbon atom chain. So it is going to become as the propane. So write down the propane word as it is and then put up the nitrile word. So IUPAC nomenclature of this compound is going to become propane nitrile. Now for this we have to choose what? Longest possible carbon chain. And again in this compound, nitrile is the principal functional group or the first priority. So carbon of the nitrile will be given the number 1. So it is carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 carbon atoms are in a chain. So it is going to become as the butane, and then put up the word nitrile. And there is a substituent which is methyl at carbon number 3, like carbon number 1, 2, 3. So it is going to become as the 3-methyl butane nitrile as the IUPAC nomenclature of this compound. For this also we have to choose the longest possible carbon chain with nitrile as the principal functional group or the priority functional group is there. So this carbon number of the nitrile will be as number 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is the pentane. 5 carbon atom is a pentane. So we have to put up this word as the pentane as it is. Then we have to write down the nitrile word after the alkane name. So it is a pentane nitrile. Now there are 2 methyl substituent at carbon number 2 and 1 methyl substituent at carbon number 4. So while giving the nomenclature, 3 substituents which are methyl, which are same kind. So we have to utilize the prefixes like di, tri, tetra, etc. So for 3 methyl, it is going to become as the trimethyl, and the position of methyl group is the 2, 2, 4, trimethyl pentane nitrile. 2 numbers should be separated from each other by comma, and numbers and words should be separated by the hyphen, and the words should be run together. So that's why this is going to become as the IUPAC nomenclature for this compound. Now the next example is what? In which a cyclic ring is present. So the same nomenclature is going to become, we have to write down the name of the corresponding cycloalkane. So it is a cyclohexane. But while writing the nomenclature of the cyclic system, we have to utilize one word which is the carbo word. So we have to write down the carbonitrile. So for giving the IUPAC nomenclature for a cyclic system containing the nitrile as the functional group, we have to utilize the carbonitrile word after the name of the corresponding parent alkane. So it is a cyclohexane is a parent alkane. Then we have to put up the word as a carbonitrile because of the cyclic ring. Now for this also, this is going to become as a 6-member ring. Whenever we have to give the nomenclature, now we have to give the numbering 1 to this carbon atom to which nitrile group is attached and not to the nitrile carbon, because it is not, this carbon atom is not part of the ring. So we have to give numbering to the carbon to which nitrile substituent is attached. So it is carbon number 1, 2, 3. So corresponding alkane is going to become as what? Cyclohexane. So it is a 3-methyl cyclohexane carbonitrile. Such that carbonitrile word should be written as it is. 3-methyl, which is the position of methyl from this carbon atom, and for carbon atom to which nitrile group is directly attached will be given as the carbon number 1. So that's why this number 1 is there, 1 carbonitrile. Now for this is again the 5-member ring is there. So it is a cyclopentane. We have to write down as it is corresponding alkane. But methyl is a substituent. So we have to give the number 1 to this carbon to which nitrile is directly attached. So this is carbon number 1. So next will be the carbon number 2. We have to go by the anti-clockwise. So it is a 2-methyl cyclopentane as a parent hydrocarbon. So we have to write down as it is 2-methyl cyclopentane. And then we have to put up the word which is the carbonitrile. So it is a 1 carbonitrile. Now for next molecule, this is again the 5-member ring is there. So corresponding alkane will be the cyclopentane. So we have to write down the name as it is, cyclopentane. And this nitrile which is going to be substituted to the ring. So that's why we have to put up the word carbonitrile. So it is going to become cyclopentane carbonitrile. So during all this discussion, we have also seen IUPAC nomenclature for the nitro compounds as well as the nitrile. That means cyanide compounds. If you like the content of this video, you can share this video. You can subscribe my YouTube channel as well. Thank you.